Hello, this is Tamadas. Being at the University of Edinburgh should be a transformative experience. As a student here, you will benefit from the opportunity to develop and strengthen your own approaches to knowledge and learning, setting and achieving your personal goals, and interacting with the world and environments around you. Your approaches to these aspects will distinguish you from other people. Kristen, a former Res Life coordinator, will be guiding you through this PowerPoint presentation about graduate attributes. If you miss anything, you can rewind. You can also put it on pause. Let's get started.
So what will you learn from this PowerPoint presentation? By the time you complete the session, you will be able to define the RA position in relationship to real-world employment. No matter if you are studying English Lit or astrophysics, aspects of the RA position will fit into the skills and graduate attributes that the University of Edinburgh prides in its graduates. Define the 3 University of Edinburgh graduate attributes and understand how the RA role fits within those attributes. Define the 4 skill clusters and how they are connected to the RA skill set. So, how does the RA position help you? The resident assistant post will provide you with real-world experience and opportunities that offer chances for you to implement the lessons and skills that you are enhancing through your academic course load. So what are the graduate attributes? The graduate attributes broadly represent the range of skills, abilities, and dispositions that you have the opportunity to develop during your time here at university. Some are big picture and overarching, while others have a more underpinning or foundational role. Each exists on a spectrum, and through studying at the university and engaging in the RA position, as well as other extracurricular activities, you should make progress in each area. The big picture. 3 overarching attributes that every graduate of the University of Edinburgh will have had the opportunity to develop and strengthen were identified through consultation with various key groups at the university. These areas include knowledge and learning, setting your own development and goals, and the world and environments around our students. These 3 approaches distinguish University of Edinburgh graduates from others that you will meet in your lives and work. This has resulted in 3 overarching graduate attribute statements. They can be seen here in the image in the outer orange circle: inquiry and lifelong learning, aspiration and personal development, outlook and engagement. The inner yellow circle highlights specific skill sets or key abilities that relate to these 3 overarching attributes. These are personal and intellectual autonomy, personal effectiveness, communication, and research and inquiry. So let's take each of the main attributes and break them down. First is inquiry and lifelong learning. Graduates of the university will have developed a core knowledge base in their academic field. This will be enhanced by exposure to cutting-edge research and the processes of discovery and knowledge generation. This will also stimulate a lifelong thirst for knowledge and will encourage a pioneering, innovative, and independent attitude. This statement is all about the ways we approach knowledge and learning. Learning does not just happen in the classroom or in the laboratory. As mentioned above, one of the goals of the university is to stimulate a lifelong thirst for knowledge and learning. What's your approach to learning in all aspects of your life? How about in the RA post specifically? Questions to ask yourself in relation to inquiry and lifelong learning include: what progress am I making developing my confidence within the RA role? What does it mean to think like a student leader? A resident advocate? A role model? Do I think that way? Am I aware of new initiatives in research regarding my academic courses? Am I aware of new initiatives in research regarding residence life that are happening in other houses, halls, flats, sites? What about other universities? Am I engaged with new initiatives and research? How do I plan to continue growing after I leave the RA post? The next graduate attribute is aspiration and personal development. Graduates of the university will take personal responsibility and grasp opportunities for self-development, maximizing their potential. Their abilities, academic excellence, and justifiable confidence, underpinned by honest self-awareness, will enable this. This statement focuses on how we make the most of opportunities to develop as individuals and reach for our full potential. What's your approach, and what could it be? Questions to ask yourself include, how am I striving to reach my full potential? How am I developing my self-awareness and confidence in my abilities? What have I achieved thus far? What challenges have I faced and overcome? What challenges am I still currently working on resolving? Do I seek and take advantage of opportunities to continue this growth? Am I fully aware of the skills and competencies of both accommodation services and specifically the resident assistant post? Do I record and evidence these skills on a regular basis? This can be through discussions with my line manager and your interim and annual performance reviews. The third graduate attribute is outlook and engagement. Graduates of the university will possess an international perspective and will draw on the quality and breadth of their university experience to engage effectively with the environments in which they operate, whether that is education, work, or society. Questions to ponder for this section include, do I take full advantage of the academic and non-academic experiences and communities available to me? The resident assistant team at my site, the full residence life team, my site community, my school and college, my individual classes? Do I contribute as fully as I could to these? Do I use these experiences to be more effective in my approach to study, work, and the world around me? What evidence do I have of an international perspective influencing my outlook? Utilizing your skills. Your personal and intellectual independence are important, now and for your future. While at university, you are learning to work independently, but also sustainably. How do openness, curiosity, independence of mind, and a desire to meet new challenges contribute to your personality? Communication is one of your key abilities. Being at university will help you to recognize and value communication as a tool for negotiating and creating a new understanding. You will also use it as a tool for collaborating with others and for furthering your own learning. But there are many different components to communication. How can you use your opportunities at university to strengthen your effectiveness in this area? Your role as an RA will require you to communicate in a variety of settings and using a variety of tools and techniques to ensure that your residents are constantly updated and kept informed of relevant site information. You will use it as a tool for ensuring that your residents are satisfied with the service your team is providing, a means of advertising the events you are hosting, and a way to help resolve problems. How are you ensuring that your message is being understood by all audiences? Today, all of us operate in a multifaceted and dynamic environment. Throughout your time at university, you will have opportunities to develop abilities that will help you to affect change and be responsive in all the situations in which you find yourself. All of the university accommodation sites are different, both the facilities and the specific populations housed in them. You will have many opportunities to hone your abilities to be successful in all situations and locations. Let's now focus on the inner yellow ring of skill clusters. Research and inquiry. Graduates of the university will be able to create new knowledge and opportunities for learning through the process of research and inquiry. Through working and developing as a resident assistant, this can be understood in terms of the planning, problem solving, and initiative skill sets. Personal and intellectual autonomy. Graduates of the university will be able to work independently and sustainably in a way that is informed by openness, curiosity, and a desire to meet new challenges. Through working and developing as a resident assistant, this can be understood in terms of learning, initiative, planning, problem solving, and relationship building. Communication. Graduates of the university will recognize and value communication as the tool for negotiating and creating new understanding, collaborating with others, and furthering their own learning. Through working and developing as a resident assistant, this can be understood in terms of your communication and relationship building skill sets. Personal effectiveness. Graduates of the university will be able to affect change and be responsive to the situations and environments in which they operate. Through working and developing as a resident assistant, this can be understood in terms of teamwork, planning, learning, relationship building, problem solving, and initiative. This image shows in blue text the skill sets that Residence Life has specifically outlined as being key skills that will be developed through the RA position. Thank you for completing the PowerPoint presentation on graduate attributes in the resident assistant position.